anticipated rematch in our main event. 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. A stare down that nearly resulted in a bout breaking out right there. Now they get to do it for real. Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. Teddy, give me a sense of your expectations of Lennox Lewis here tonight.
What I always expect. Use that size, use that reach, and somewhere before the night is over, land the right hands.
Many may believe that in a matchup like this, power puncher versus power puncher, that he who has more power wins. But in a way, is it as simple as saying he who has more fundamentals wins?
Yes, absolutely. He who has a missile to get that bomb to the target, he's going to win.
Little head knocking with that right hand. That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Lewis.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Lennox Lewis is met by a left hand. 1-2 jabs up top. Lewis is rocked, and his defense is porous right now. What a big shot. Hey, remember Lennox Lewis down in South Africa against the Team Rockmont? Visions of that right now as the power punch landed. Lennox Lewis's climb back up from the canvas may inspire him. Combo lands upstairs. There's Lennox Lewis with a signature right hand. Blocks the headshot. He comes back with the left hand again. Putting a smile on his corner man's face right there and frustrating his opponent with that jab. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. End of round one. Lennox Lewis's head has turned into one big target for his opponent. Teddy, he cannot get out of the way of this attack.
No, he acts like a guy who gets insulted if you miss him.
You know, you go out there, a fighter like this, you're just knocked down in the last round. Now you got to go out there, you got to prove to your opponent, hey, I'm fine. You got to prove to the whole arena, hey, look at me, I'm fine. You also have to prove a lot to yourself, though, don't you?
Yeah, but you have to remember, that's a good question, but you have to remember, this fighter has been there before. So just remember, I have dealt with it before. And then you have to be David Copperfield, a little bit of a magician, a little smoke and mirrors, and con your opponent. Let him think you're all right, let him think you even want to fight, when really you just want to buy a little time.
Good effective work with that straight right hand. Targeting that jab with the right hand behind it. Right on the mark with the hook up top. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot.
Get in and out! Get in and out!
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? Two snapping jabs by Lennox Lewis. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. Nice job doubling up the jab by Lewis. Lennox Lewis with a mighty left. Lewis is quickly taking control of this fight early on with one single weapon of choice, and that is the jab.
Yeah, the jab at the right time. He's catching his opponent every time he starts coming in before he can get started.
Lennox lands the right, and the round comes to an end. Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Kennedy's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it, and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. but the fighter must be steady. The same attitude, as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
Oh, he turns it over right into a hook.
Pace yourself.
Right hand over the top, very accurate with it.
Your distance.
Oh, doubling up the jab by Lewis. Good, solid right hand lands. Lennox lands the hook that time. He is swinging away, even though he's in bad, bad shape.
And he's going to leave himself even more open by swinging. He'd be better off getting those hands up and trying to weather the storm defensively.
Kennedy's punch is far off the target.
Double up your punch.
An accurate left by Lennox Lewis. Lewis is putting forth a great combination there. To the belt line he goes with the left hand. Good flush shot by Kennedy. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landing power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Keep this fight in the center of the ring, okay? Okay, listen.
Start of round number 4. Lewis is ahead on your scorecard, Teddy. 2 rounds to 1. A tough fight to score, but when in doubt, it seems like you're going with the guy who's being more active.
Yeah, but Joe, is he going to pay a price for that activity? Because sometimes there is a price to be paid. He's winning early. He's doing a lot of work to win. Does he run out of gas? That's my question right now.
Lands flush with a 2-punch combo by Lewis.
There's no need to be on the inside.
Beautiful game plan there. Out from range and into the power.
Just the way he and his trainer drew it up on the chalkboard.
And yet another big shot comes in. Oh, and he goes down again. The question is, can he rise up and continue on?
4, 5, 6, 7.
Lennox Lewis is back up on his feet. Let's see what he has now. Kennedy's not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Lewis. Blocks away that headshot. And there's a clinch after clearly being damaged.
And a clinch he needed like flowers need rain.
Just an excessive amount of holding here. Just much too much clinching. Kennedy's wanting the counter punch here. But that doesn't seem the route to go here in this fight, Teddy.
No, he has to be honest with himself and see that. But, you know, people under pressure in all walks of life, you know, in the ring especially, you see it right away. You kind of peek at it right away. It's obvious. Maybe he doesn't want to see what he has to see, because then he would have to discipline himself. He's not ready to do that. Then he would have to make the change. Maybe he just wants to leave it this way. At the end of the day, people are going to say, oh, that guy fought kind of fight that, you know, hard to fight with. You know, and he has an excuse. Maybe that's what's going on right now.
And round 4 comes to an end. His eye is completely shut. He really is at risk of being a TKO loser here. I suppose if he can defend himself properly, the fight will go on.
Yeah, well, that's going to be up to the discretion, the judgment of the referee. I mean, this is what the referee is paid for. His judgment in this kind of situation.
He's committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top.
Come on, kid, focus.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Lennox Lewis. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching.
Lennox Lewis is hurt from that. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt.
Joe, in this kind of situation, it's kind of like a wounded animal.
Big shot comes crashing home. Wow, he goes down again.
This is going to be called the elevator fight. Up and down all night.